What's going on, everyone? Milky here. Hope you're having a great weekend. Today I've got this unreal Cerebro 3 list that I have been loving playing for probably the last 2 days or so. It's really based around the, core Cerebro 3 cards, but it's got 2 cards that I've recently picked up, one from the collection track and one from the token store. Those are Bast and Valkyrie, and I think both of these cards are actually incredible, not only in this deck, but I think just incredible cards in general. I've been playing this deck and really enjoying it, and I wanted to share it with everyone. Now, is this the optimal way to build a Cerebro 3 list? To be honest, I don't know. I haven't played enough Cerebro 3 to know exactly, but it's got some flavor picks in there that I really love, and honestly, the play lines and decisions in this deck are really enjoyable. It's actually a complicated deck to play at certain times. You just got to think things through, try and map out all of the situations, with locations, but also the decks that you're versing. Some key inclusions that I really like in the deck are Adam Warlock, who just works super well with Bast, and if you can get him out on the board early, you can get magic down on the board as well. You can draw your entire deck, so there's so much consistency there. You don't play him every game for sure, and sometimes he falls a little flat in the hand, but Bast and Adam Warlock just so good together. The other one that I really like is Wasp, just potentially when you can Bast that, just value on the board that you can add with Cerebro power as well. Other great inclusions that I really like are specifically Rhino and Scarlet Witch. Not only can you magic a location, but you can do the cheeky game ender where you end the game early with one of those cards to flip the magic limbo location. But also you can just change the locations that are negative to what you're trying to do. Rhino is a little safer for sure, but Scarlet Witch can do the job in a lot of cases as well. If things are affecting your power or potentially a little bit sketchy to play into with the Cerebro lists. The rest of the deck is either, the Cerebro package with Mystique or counterplays with Shang-Chi. And Valkyrie is an absolute game changer. I can't overstate this enough. I think this card is incredible in this list. Also in some other decks as well. But I've been loving playing the card lately. So stick around, check out the gameplay. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video. I mean, we can just also just go for it, We can also just go for it. Is this Enchantress? It's a bit of a bummer. Deck could indeed run Enchantress. We'll see. He might flip it. Okay, that's alright. That's alright. We do lose our Onslaught Citadel, but I think we're completely okay with that. Last card's going to be Valkyrie, so we are... Barring him ending the game right now, we are going to draw it. So this is a 3 and a 2. Probably regretting playing the 2 right now. The Dark Dimension actually makes things quite awkward. You can do this though. We can play Valkyrie here to level everything out, and then we can play Valkyrie here, and then we play. I can't Rhino though because it's going to end the game right now. Valkyrie Sentinel last turn. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this because we might actually need the Shang-Chi for the final turn. Will we? I think we're playing Valkyrie regardless. We're just going to play Valkyrie regardless. I've talked myself out of it. We're going to do this. So we're not going to have a Sentinel because of Dark Dimension. Dark Dimension was so awkward here. Not going to lie. Valkyrie is just so good here, though. Such a good card to have here. Let me just throw all this out. It's kind of whatever, right? Everything goes to 7. I don't have much power here, but we kind of are really strong there. So let's do this. I don't know what his deck is. It's kind of like a really interesting. He's really only played 3 cards of his own, and he played our Magic, so could have a Doom here. Doom's actually pretty good play for him. It looks like a really good play for him. He does have Prio as well. Could Cosmo that lane. Magneto. We have a full board, so I think we are going to get away with this for sure. with everything getting buffed up. Real nice. I definitely didn't make the optimal plays that game. There's a lot of awkward things that I did, which definitely could have been done better, but we get it out in the end. Valkyrie is just such a good card. Honestly, the MVP this game is Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock allowed us to draw our entire deck by turn 7. So good. I think even hitting a single card in this deck with Bast is good, but 2 cards, if you can get more than 2 cards, you're absolutely cheering. Alright, so we have to stay away from Stark Tower unless we're playing Valkyrie there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play out Adam Warlock here and try and get the ball rolling here a little bit. We may end up going into the Valkyrie in Stark Tower. Just depends on how many cards he gets there and how many cards we get there. I really want to keep drawing with Adam Warlock, so I think just rhinoing this location's fine too. We can let him kind of go crazy on Stark Tower if we want. He's got a bishop. Often you want to Valkyrie the bishop. It's often what you want to do. I mean, what we can do, though, is we can set this up. So we can absolutely set this up for a Valkyrie on the final turn. We'll just have to see how we end up here. Play some Mysterio, for sure. I'm guessing it's probably a Mysterio clone middle. Okay, nothing that's going to buff our cards, please. Lizard minuses off himself, so that's fine for us. His deck indeed does run an Enchantress, though, which makes me very scared to stack these on the same location. So I might actually do this with this, and we can play this out on the final turn as well with Blade. Actually, I have a really good final turn. Okay, let's do this for now. Rescue. Okay, so he's not... Maybe he's not actually running the... Our Valkyrie is going to go crazy here. Maybe he's not actually running an Enchantress.
All systems go.
We do go in with Prio, so it is a little awkward, but what will happen is that the rescue will get hit first. So the rescue will get hit first. We play here. We definitely play here. But we can, I mean, we can reduce his cards. Is it just a 7 power over him? I think he snapped because of our Valkyrie play. This is gonna get buffed, and then we're gonna reduce it straight away. So there's 2 things that will actually get reduced. Well, including ours. Changed, I mean. I'm scared of this bishop. I also don't know what he's gonna play over here. Let's do this. This is, I guess, the play that we're gonna make. I don't know if this is the right play, but we'll make it work. It's gonna fill his entire board, I think. Bast, that's absolutely fine. Killmonger. He had Prio there. We Valk all of this. We're going to get our buff. He's going to remove it. We actually end up winning all 3 lanes. Yeah, Prio there. We end up losing this lane with the Mysterio, but we get the cheeky power push with the Valkyrie. Valkyrie, I'm saying it a lot, but it's such a good card. Like, what an incredible counter card. Alright, jumping in here, we have Project Pegasus. Okay. He's snapping turn 1. So, I mean, let's do Magic, because Magic gives us some flexibility as to how we want to round out the game. We have a good hand for Bast, if Bast comes, so we can hold what we're doing. This also gives us the option to end the game early. You know? Definitely gives us the option to end the game early. Sarah, he may have a Scarlet Witch with Sarah, which can be awkward. However, if he's got a Bishop, we can Valkyrie that lane. This is probably a miracle list. I don't really know what other people are running. Maybe negative lists. Sarah negative, possibly. Sarah Surfer, also potential. So I think we can just roll these two in. There's not really great. What are we rolling into though? Realistically, what are we rolling into? Would have loved to have seen Bast turn the corner here. This just doesn't do anything. Rolling in Adam Warlock. I mean, maybe we roll into Bast. Let's try. Let's try this. We also could have skipped here. We definitely could have skipped. Okay, so we do roll into Bast, which actually ain't bad. Okay, so we have Scarlet Witch 2. So we can probably flip this location so he can't make use of it. Maybe we want to Rhino it. Rhino it down. He could use it right now though. We need to get off a really, really good Valkyrie here. So let's do this. He's just skipping. What is he skipping for? Thoroughly confused now. Thoroughly confused. So why don't we do Adam Warlock? We'll do Cerebro. We can't do Valkyrie and Scarlet Witch on the final turn. We may not need it though. Let's just go for this right now. Oh, he just dropped an Enchantress on the board. Just like that, we get value there. So this is a great Valkyrie location. We can't do the cheeky game ender though. We actually could. We could do this. I think I actually do this play. No, we can't do this play. What we can do though is we can do. Wait. We do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a lot of power here, but we do double up on... I just make sure I got the ordering right. So we'll do Mystique, we'll do Blade, we'll do Wasp and Scarlet Witch. And this should just end the game, because he's probably preparing for a final turn. Does he have a Rogue? Could have a Rogue. Rogue's brutal. But we still will have the Mystique there, which would be nice. Can we get out? So he Hazmats. And he Killmongers. We only have 2 1-drops on the board. Oh, is it going to be enough? We are going to get it out on points difference. My goodness. Crazy final turn. So he was indeed preparing for the location to continue on with Limbo, but we do get out the sneaky win there in the end. Very nice. It's a lower value Bast, but I think it's still fine. Realistically, we only have like 4 cards in the deck, which you can do well with. So I think this is also fine. Now I want to Valkyrie this, but I think we're okay. We'll go ahead and skip here. Let's get the Power Stone. Okay. The Valkyrie is not all that valuable right now into that location. But I mean, it can still win it if we just fill it up, yeah? This is actually good for us to keep. I'm like debating what we play in him. So we want to try and get a rock, I think. Do I just play Sentinel? Do I play Cerebro? I think I'll just play Sentinel for now. A Hellfire Club's actually good for us because of his Soul Stones, or not Soul Stones, because of all of these Infinity Stones. We end up getting the Rock, which is absolutely fine for us. Okay, so I think we play Cerebro here. Magic of Valkyrie next turn. We'll have to see. Space Stone, so you can move things out. So many things I'd like to do this game. I need to make this play. Number one. We can draw more, which also isn't bad. What are we really realistically drawing into? Our Mystique play is kind of over. We just do this, I think. Okay, let's go for this for now. I think Blade off the top would be the best, and then we can play Valkyrie Blade. Play all the locations, which is pretty cool. Wait, one thing I didn't consider right now. These cards, because of the Soul Stone, we have an issue. So we kind of needed Blade off the top there. Not gonna lie. He has to add 10 here in a single turn. Can he do it? The other option is Shang-Chi, and this actually might just be better. This goes to 10. He needs 8 here, or he needs 10 here. This doesn't win this. I completely forgot about the Soul Stone effect, so I'm glad I picked that up before I actually made a play. So Shang-Chi and this adds 15 here. He's got to think that he's won this though, so I'm going to play in the middle. Oh, he didn't. Is this armor? Blue marble. Ah, we get the win. We get the dub here. We get the dub. We were trying to do a sneaky Valkyrie play, but in the end, Shang-Chi's just the goat. Shang-Chi, just the answer. Is probably the best thing we can do right now. So we'll go ahead and Rhino on Titan. Just because if he can make use of it, we don't want him to. If he can make use of it. Okay, so Bast is actually quite good here. I'm just trying to think, but what else do we do? Bast Cerebro just... it's like the key cards we would have loved to have had in our hand early on were not there. But that's okay, we can still cut down what he's doing here. I think let's go for this for now. Okay, so we'll do we want a magic? We have to magic here if we're gonna do it. Or I guess we could do this. But I mean, I feel like that's kind of helping him. So maybe what we can do here is we'll do Wasp, Cerebro. We'll do Cerebro last in case we do want to play Mystique. So I think this is okay. Could also like Wasp here. Maybe spreading power is a little better. So we'll do Wasp, Sentinel, Cerebro. We'll go like this. So this is a 4-drop. So I have to consider what we've got here. Okay, so we get Scarlet Witch. What's he gonna play? He can just do this. We have Prio though, so like this is probably the card that we need to hit if we're hitting a card with Valkyrie. The other option is we just play out all of our other cards that we can play, like we just do like something like this. You know, we just kind of give up on this. Could also play all three. Which might be weak. Like, this is 10. This is 15. Maybe it's not bad. This is 11. Okay, let's do this. Let's play them all. Just plays out a helicarrier. So what's over here in Dark Dimension? Big House. Ghost Rider pulls back. I forgot what he discarded. Devil Dino. Okay. Okay, we could have guessed that. We could have guessed that. I didn't know that he discarded Devil Dino. I wasn't paying attention. We could have definitely guessed that. And then all we do is we just stack here. If we thought about what he discarded and that we knew he was playing a 4-drop there, which we did, we could have just stacked here. But at the moment we can't do anything. I kind of want to get rid of Titan, but then I also might need to get rid of this. It's okay, let's do this for now. Storm, okay. Is this Cerebro 2? Could be Cerebro 2. Could be Cerebro 2. You have a great hand for Bast right now. But Bast this turn is so slow. Just a Bast by itself. I mean, it is what it is, right? We're kind of banking on drawing our... What do I do here? I think we're banking on drawing our Valkyrie. Pretty heavy. I think we have to do this. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Without Valkyrie, without Cerebro, this is a little awkward. Would love to have tried to get Adam Warlock down early. But I think we just have to extend the game here. We don't really have a choice. So this is probably... I'm actually not sure. Daredevil, Storm, and Jessica Jones. Really interesting list he's got here. Okay, so we get the Lizard. Okay, Cerebro and Mystique. I think we go ahead and do something like this. We'll just do this for now. We have a big swing on the final turn, to be completely honest. Okay, that's very awkward. Nice, man. I mean, he did dedicate a lot of power to that Clintar lane. You know? Dang, if that was Valkyrie, we just win this game. We can only add 7 here. I mean, we can try and YOLO it with the Shang-Chi, though. We can really try and YOLO it. We'll see. He might have... Let's see if he has an Enchantress. If he has an Enchantress, has an Enchantress. She-Hulk? Actually, we're going to win. We are going to win. Look at that. Look at that. The Enchantress is what got us there. I'll get there in the end.